Hi there, Kitty here, and don't mind the title of the game. I don't know what has possessed me to play this game. Um, I think I was curious to see what it is and what it's about, and I'm hoping it's okay for YouTube. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, this is my life with Goblin Girl. I believe this is created by, I'm going to assume, Russian or like Ukraine or somewhere, just because of the language. And they did start off with this when I loaded it in, so I could be wrong, but with the intro out of the way, let's just get straight into it and see what it is. It's a fictional novel game, I believe. I downloaded it. I haven't been on the page since, so we'll see. Winter afternoon. The streetlight, which barely lit up the snow-piled street, seemed like it was living its last days. But even considering its age and lack of any kind of maintenance, it proudly stood where it needed to and helped pedestrians to not stumble and fall to the ground. Damn it! Well, the veins of its still light bulb still left much to be desired. Now let me turn the music down. Preferences. Just slightly. After another work shift, Anton headed home, walking by his very street, smoking cigarettes and some brand, maybe not even known about outside of his hometown. Brand whilst listening to music using some cheap and burned-in headphones. Okay, they played out lyrics of Robert Stritt's songs. I apologize if I butchered that word. Was well known by all his compatriots. Changes. What was it? Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna attempt to say any foreign words. Yeah, I'm not gonna attempt to say any foreign words. But oh well. On one hand, I really want to change something, maybe even start my life over. But on the other hand, it's too late to change anything. All that is left to do is still continue to live in the same schedule that he already formed. Go. Anton held a shopping bag in his right hand. It contained all the necessary things: a packet of noodles, a discounted small piece of cheese, several packs of cigarettes, and half a loaf of bread. So cold. Even if the cold got through his beat-up worn jacket, the thought of a cup of hot tea and some mac and cheese warmed his soul. What does an ordinary worker even need after his long day of work? Tasty food and a good vest. And tomorrow he needs to go to work again. And eat again. In between sleeping, working and eating, Anton often spent his time on the internet. Nothing unusual, just like with all other people. Some scrolling through the feed and then going to sleep. Or mentally going to bed, well, it's fine. And here's apartment block. All the sappy walls were decorated with courier daubs, offerings, prostitute phone numbers, and countless amounts of swear words. Nice. Oh, that's something new. Seems like some poet decided to leave his mark on the wall using some F words, just like all the others. Ugh, damn vandals. Anton mechanically pulled the key out of his pocket and put it on the intercom. The speaker monotonously beeped, and the magnetic door opened. But even the door wasn't an obstacle to the local artists. They decided that they would not stop on just the outside walls. Oh, lovely. Is that a bomb? Or a penis? I'm gonna go with a penis. Anton just skipped some stairs. Walking to the third floor, not making a big deal of the art. Yeah, mind you, this was originally in. I'm going to say Russian, but if someone can correct me, that'd be more than appreciated. So it was originally Russian. So some words won't be perfect, but it's fine. Skipping an entire set of stairs, and just 2 even 1.5 big half steps, is an achievement now a 28-year-old guy could be proud of. Yeah, I really need to start smoking. No, you don't. Anton muttered himself, out of breath. Even walking up the stairs to the third floor can be a real challenge for a smoker. But still, his goal was reached. When did we get to our goblin girl? That's the only thing I care about, apparently. Lifting his tired eyes on the door, he noticed that the door doesn't seem to be open. Start again. Lifting his tired eyes on the door, he noticed that the door doesn't need to be open anymore. A pretty sturdy wooden door just opened by itself. But doors can't just open themselves. Anton's heart was beating even faster than after climbing the stairs. The first thing that came to his mind, someone broke through the door and already stole everything they could. Yeah, and also everything they couldn't. It's like I have anything worth stealing. Well, they could have stolen my computer and an old TV and a kettle? That's just foolish. Suddenly, Anton thought of what he did in the morning. He left his home in a hurry because he overslept and didn't want to be late for work. And he forgot to close the door, I'm sure. But realizing his own fault still didn't calm him down, because an open door is still a treasure trove for thieves. Something really could have been stolen. Carefully, he stepped into his own apartment. Anton put his wet boots on a towel, which was specifically placed on the corner for that purpose only, and began looking through his apartment. What did we find? There wasn't a lot of things to steal, so without even turning on the light, he rushed to check the thing that was most valuable to him, his personal computer. Luckily, his old friend stood still where it had to be, on the floor, just so that you could turn it on with your right foot thumb. What? Right foot thumb. I think they mean the big toe, but still. Or they meant the hand, I meant to say hand and not foot, but again, language barrier, I'm not going to criticise too much. Exhaling with relief, Anton mechanically did so, and after a few seconds, his old square monitor turned on. But still, his worries still didn't go away, so the next thing he did was checking his TV that was in the same room. It stood where it had to be too, carefully covered up with an open work napkin. Even if Anton turned it on once a year, on the 31st of December, he still didn't want to lose it. The next place he checked was the kitchen. Everything was still there, just as it should. The fridge, electric kettle, and that's basically it. I don't think that anyone would even think to steal the dishes, even after them. And after then, there's nothing more valuable to steal. Just as a FYI, there's no music. Weirdly. But then he remembered one last thing. Damn, my documents. Damn my documents! Anton rushed back into the room to check his documents, but suddenly stopped in the doorway. Hi! His heart started to beat even faster than before. From a bunch of things that fell out of the cupboard, there was 2 bright, like ruby eyes looking at him. Christ. He lost his balance from fright and landed on the floor, slamming his butt on the damaged linoleum. I don't know what that is. Suddenly, the pile of stuff started to move, and also grew in size. Rubbing his eyes, either to wake up or to unsee this hallucination, he couldn't make a single sound. Only one thing was clear to him. It's that something is looking at him, and it would be dumb to just sit there and wait for his death. Mustering his will, Anton jumped off from the floor and reached for a light switch. The intruder was needed to be seen. Ah, don't shoot! A squeaky voice was heard from the ominous pile of things. Hi! Moving on swiftly. Just when his eyes accustomed to the yellowish light, a completely different picture emerged before him. In an ominous pile of stuff sat a green, human-like creature, squinting from the light. By primary examination, this creature was female. Gee, I wonder what part of this body gave you the idea that this was, in fact, a feminine body. I wonder what the two things are that will give that away. Oh, I know. It's the red eyes. That will give it away. Yeah, sure, the eyes. That covers it. Anyway, move on. There was a sharp black claw. There were sharp black claws on the tips of her fingers. A pair of long ears, and her hair was black as coal. Oh yeah, it was. Which was sloppily collected into two ponytails. We're gonna see one, but I'll let you slide. What? Anton can only say one word. I say, don't shoot. I didn't steal anything. Shocked, the guy was just standing there, only putting his hand away from the light switch. Shoot? From what? No, it doesn't matter right now. Who are you? What are you doing here? Oh, And suddenly she began to speak. Was in your old house. And then boom, bam, pew. And here I am, in your house. Oh, great sage. Sage. The old house, the new house, boom, bam, the great sage. Stop just messing around. I'm telling the truth. She suddenly jumped up from the pile and stood in her full height. It seemed that her full height was like 4 feet at best. Aww. Short. Sorry. She was wearing some kind of rags instead of clothes, which was already pretty worn out by time, I should say, or even long adventures. Really? Damn it. He finally saw the full picture together. It wasn't a human in front of him. Well, looks like it, but still isn't. Green skin, small height, sharp claws, and long ears. Goblin? Well, yeah, everyone knows what a goblin is. Anton wasn't a big fantasy fan, but still read some books and watched a small bunch of films throughout his life. Because of that, he knew that those creatures was created by someone, somewhere, even if their description wasn't exactly that. But seeing a fantasy creature in real life that personally visited your house, that's just crazy. Yes, just as expected from a great sage, you instantly knew who I was. Suddenly, she starts chattering. My name is... I'm gonna give that name a go. My name is Gil Hasabinga. Freihana. I'm terribly sorry that I was powering through your old house, but it looked abandoned and I was getting ready to just break down. But you know, I never thought that I would see a living human being. I thought your kind was entirely gone. I can say the same thing. And what do you mean by entirely gone? It means that you all died. It can't be. I am alive and well. And so I was surprised. Anton was holding his head. What is even happening? A real living goblin disappeared in his apartment from nowhere, and is also telling him that all the humankind is dead. He pinched himself really hard on the arm to check he wasn't sleeping. The pain was pretty real, so there was at least some kind of clearance about the situation. Wait, where did you even come from? What do you want from me? As I said, boom, bam, and I'm here. Her sharp claw was pointing towards an old Soviet cupboard from where this pile of clothes fell out. Yeah, probably wasn't. So you're trying to say that you came here through the cupboard? She nodded. And she began chattering again. And I also saw you using magic. What kind of freaking magic? Well, The magical one. What a madhouse. Anton facepalmed himself pretty hard. I don't know what to make of this. It's a bit of a weird one. Let's do a bit longer. He sighed and tiredly went to the kitchen. Maybe this isn't a dream after all. Maybe I'm just so tired that I started hallucinating. The green grass followed the great sage. What are you mumbling? I'm saying that you're just a glitch in the matrix. I'm just gonna eat, get some good sleep, and everything will come back to normal. Glitch in the matrix? Well, I mean you're not real. What? But here I am. Yeah, it's those like you that doesn't exist. What do you mean, like me? You know, little green with red eyes, goblins I mean. They exist. She answered angrily. It's the humans that don't exist. Oh yeah? Then have a look outside. From the window you can see a small snow pile slide from which some kids were sliding down sitting on top of the cardboard pieces. And what is that? A bunch of goblins in armour that doesn't fit? It's children. Human children. The guest couldn't believe what she heard. How can that be? I lived through 25 turns and seen any humans. And there is one, two, Evan? One Vin? I'm going to assume it's one Vin. Seems like she doesn't quite get along with counting. A lot, I mean. That's what I'm saying. Something doesn't add up. Glitch. I'm not a glitch. Here, see for yourself. She puts his hand on her face, from which both of them blushed. But indeed, the skin was warm and felt pretty real. Not that Anton would know how real skin feels. Well, yeah. The magical guest puffed out her cheeks again, and Anton couldn't gather his thoughts up. He felt like he should say something, but he didn't know what to say. It all seemed pretty real, but on the other hand, this just can't be real. After shaking and slapping his face, he tried to gather up his thoughts. Sit down. He pointed to one of the kitchen chairs that was standing near the table. Now you need to explain me everything more clearly. Oh, she's adorable. I'm actually growing attached to her. The guest nodded and sat on the chair, while Anton began to preparing tea. But now for two of them. Do you drink tea with sugar? Tea? Here. He brought the tea bag to her face, holding it by the... Whoa! Moving on. He brought the tea bag to her face, holding it by the little string. Tea. I don't know what that is. Ugh. So I'm just gonna make it the same as for tea to myself. And while I do it, you explain everything. Ah, yes. I guess silent a little bit and began to tell a story. Oh wow, cool drawing, love it. It became clear that she was walking in the forest when she stumbled on some old broke down shack. Hoping that she still could find something valuable, she went inside and found a bunch of ancient books, pages of which were turned to dust from even a small touch. No one owned this much books, except for magicians and sages, so she concluded that either one of them was living in this house. Oh, that's a turd. Fumbling through all the old things, she found something that still wasn't rusty or crumbling and looked vulnerable. So I grabbed this shiny thing, and it started to shine even harder. And so I was in this old house, and then I instantly appeared here. A very bizarre story, as if it were took straight out of some fantasy novel or something. So you mean then that book took you from your world to mine? Sounds fantastic, that's for sure, but I will still believe you. Really? Ah, I forgot you were a sage. You probably know all the truth anyway, yes? I'm not a sage. Why do you even think so? And what about that glowing box? What about the fact that it's night outside, but still bright in your home? It's magic. It's not magic, it's electronics. And that box is a computer. Also, It's bright because I have a light bulb. I don't know what it is, so it means it's magic. It's electricity. Electricity? It is. Anton wants to explain how circuits and light bulbs work, but almost instantly realised that he doesn't know anything about it himself. Sounds about right. Okay, look, this is a light switch. He pressed it through 2 times, and the light turned off and on again. Now you try. But I'm not a magician. Just try. The guest listened to the exhausted and almost yelling sage and went up to the switch. Like that? Hey, she's happy. Then the light blinked again. She sighed in surprise. Oh, what a miracle. See, it's not magic. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Do you know how much gold coins would this thing cost? The troll vendor from Burnwood would give me 1, 2, 5 gold coins for it. Yep, she can't count at all. Very amusing. Muttered Anton while he poured water into a pot and prepared some noodles. Just as he went away from the sink, the green figure jumped in and tried to turn on the water. Ha ha ha! I'm water! I'm water too! Yep, this isn't matter too. Water goes through pipes. Wow! I instantly love her. You can see that she doesn't understand a single thing, but was still surprised just from looking at her face. So, don't you call me a sage, Glitz. My name is Anton. And I'm not a Glitz. My name is Gilhassa Binga Hannah. Closing up. Gizabeth Hannah? Correct. I am not a Glitz. Your name is kind of long, and it's very uncomfortable to pronounce. Anton just decided to go with the flow, and if talking with a small green creature became pretty normal to him, can I call you? He looked over his kitchen to find at least some kind of a hint, but then his eyes fell on the small plate on the window. Hibiscus. Gibby! Ah, what a name, Gibby! What? Can I call you Gibby? But this name is too short. And what's wrong with that? Small names are for the weak. Oh, that's how it is. Oh, for fuck's sake! Yes, my dad was the strongest in our village. His name is Kasahabiktofainvolf. Sounds Welsh. Holy mother of God. Oh no, my mum was pretty weak. Her name is Gilhassawa. At least that name is somewhat easy to pronounce. So I can't just sort my name like that. If someone hears it, they will laugh at me. We humans don't really care about that. Our names aren't actually that long, and they don't mean anything. So since you got in the human society, you need to play by our rules. Okay. But if you see other goblins, don't call me that. Alright, Gibby. Nice to meet you, Anton. I slipped voice there. She's fucking adorable. The noodles are ready. The cheese melted and turned into a fishish substance. And Gibby quietly sat on the chair, looking curiously at the apartment on the Saxons. Are you hungry? The guest nods her head so hard that she almost hit her nose on the table. Oh God. After receiving her confirmation, Anton put 2 plates on the table and quickly filled them with mac and cheese. Here, there's it for you. Again, I'm not gonna criticise spelling or whatever. Wow, what is this? You don't have in your world? It's called macaroni and cheese. I heard about cheese. Only moneybags eat that in our world. But I've never seen this macaroni. Gibby began eating food that was offered to her. Enjoy your meal. Before Anton could even sit, the guest had already eaten 1/3 of a meal. After the heavy dinner, it began to feel sleepy. Well, yeah, of course, that wasn't easy itself, but there's also her. Anton looked appreciative on Gibby that was sitting beside him. I'm too lazy to even think. He then grabbed the empty plates and put them near the sink, closely to the other plates that were left for later. I'm going to sleep. Just put all the stuff back in the cupboard when you leave. But oh no. Without even listening to our answer, Anton went into the bedroom, taking his clothes off on the way here. Hold up. Just as his face hit the pillow, oops, Constance left him, I think. Okay, this we're going to leave it. A new day, new thing. So, let's save it here. And that's the end of the video. At the moment, it started off no awkward, but she's just adorable. I'm sorry, I have to admit that. She is so damn adorable. And I'm not going to criticise the words or the signs, the lines, because like I said at the start of the video, I assume it's Russian, so there'll be a language barrier here and there, which I'm not going to fault the creator for at all. I did giggle some of the lines, but at the end of the day, it's fine. I mean, I don't speak Russian, so the hell if I know what I'm doing. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Also, send my videos to help me a lot. I will continue with this, so expect future videos of this, and we'll just see how far we can take it before I lose my mind. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, thank you for watching. I've been Kit T. Until next time, see you later.